Hello everyone. Okay, so there were several readathons in August that I wanted to participate in. Unfortunately, I entered a reading slump. I still have been enjoying reading when I have picked up a book, but my desire to pick up a book has seriously decreased in the month of August. I am filming this one on August 30th, so I thought let's go ahead and do a wrap up because there's not going to be any additional books read this month. So let me just tell you, rather than going into the readathons, because I will have only completed like one, maybe two prompts for each readathon, if I'm lucky. So I'm just going to tell you what books I read in the month of August. So we're starting off with A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This one was a reread. I initially gave this one a 5-star and I kept it at a 5-star. This is just really fun. We're following Pip. She's working on a senior she's a senior in high school. She's working on her capstone project so that she can graduate. She decides to investigate the death or disappearance, well, and death, there is a death involved, of two teenagers that happened several years ago. So like when she was maybe 13, 14 type of a thing. And so she's investigating that. She inserts herself into things that she shouldn't, uncovers things that police did a very sloppy job investigating, and starts to uncover stuff, and it goes from there. She does put herself at risk as far as her life at risk. There are threats that are made. There is animal death. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. But I really enjoyed this book. I read this for Bookstar Read Along, which is hosted by Amy from A Star Reads, Paige from Pages with Paige, and Danielle from Bookara. I will list their YouTube channels in the description box. I highly recommend checking each of them out if you have not already. So this is a read along that we are doing, and then in September is when we are planning on reading book number 2 in this series, which is Good Girl, Bad Blood. So I do have a copy of that one, and I will be reading that book hopefully in September. So gave that one 5 stars. The next one is, I found out there is a prequel novella. It's titled Killjoy by Holly Jackson. So this is a prequel to that. This you're following, again, you're following Pip. And this one, she has yet to decide what she will be doing for her capstone project. So she is contemplating a couple of different options, hasn't settled on things, and so she's thinking about it. So events take place before this one. So she's thinking about her capstone project. She goes to a party with her friends, and it's going to be a murder mystery party. So they're all going as certain characters, and they have to solve the crime. Pip really gets into it and things like that. So, I mean, it's a little short novella. It was, there we go. Okay. This was 117 pages, so really short, and that's all it is. It all takes place over the course of one night. They go, it's the murder mystery party. Her and like 4 or 5 of her friends, and then the brother of one of her friends who's like helping to host it and being the narrator of said murder mystery party. So that's it. I gave this one 4 stars. And these last 3 books are all from the same author. So I've only read from 2 authors. No. I have another one. So I've read from 3 authors. Let me go ahead and tell you about this one before I go into the other 3. So I am doing Suffer-a-thon, which was created by Paige from Pages with Paige. So I don't think we ever figure out the guy's name in this. MS Found in a Bottle. So it's like a manuscript is what it is. But the title just says MS. So manuscript found in a bottle. 28 pages. And I ended up giving this one like, I don't know, like a 4 or a 5 star. Still, I enjoyed it. Where I have like thalassophobia. This really creeped me out. Had some of my big fears. For example, there was a hurricane, choppy waters, icebergs, a ship that's like 3 times as big as the one that you're on and heading for a collision course. There was a whirlpool, and so it's like a lot of my fears with being in the middle of the ocean. So this really, I enjoyed it. So yeah, so a short story by Edgar Allan Poe. Now is the last one, and I've read 3 books, technically 2.5 from this author. So first up is Cass by AK Landow. This is book number 3 in the City of Sisterly Love. This one this is an age gap romance. It is explicit, so do be aware you have explicit language and sex scenes in here. He's like in his 20s and she's in her 40s, I believe. I can't really remember how big the age gap was, but she's old enough to be his mother, and she is like a year younger than his actual mother. So you do have an age gap. You have someone being a surrogate, so carrying their babies. So there is talk and representation of that. And it's just a romance between the two of them falling in love. He's pushing for it. It's like, who cares about this age gap? Nothing's going to hold us back. We're going to be fine. She loves him, but is more resistant to putting their love out there in the open because she doesn't want to do anything that's going to harm him in any way as far as like his reputation, put him in a bad standing with his family because of their age gap. So a lot of talk about that. So that's what that is. 4 stars. I am thoroughly enjoying these books by AK Landow. So yeah, really enjoyed that one. The next one I read, also by AK Landow, is book number 4 in the City of Sisterly Love. This one we are following Reagan and, what's his name? Scott, I believe? Carter, excuse me. Reagan and Carter. This one I gave 4 stars to as well. This one actually made me cry in either the last chapter or the epilogue. But this one was really sweet. I think this one's probably one of my favorites out of the City of Sisterly Love. Like, this would be more like a 4.5 star. Thoroughly enjoyed this one. Reagan is a small business owner. She owns a shop where they do TikTok popular items and sell stuff, things like that. The male love interest, this is like a fake dating, and then obviously real love blooms. His family owns this company that wants to squash Reagan's company, take it over and just obliterate it, and Reagan's fighting it tooth and nail. Scott's grandpa founded the company, and the father took it over when the grandfather died, so Scott's father is now the main owner, and he is a misogynistic, he's sexist, he is just a real creep, assaults women, harasses women. But Carter here is very different from his father. Doesn't really stand up to him, but thoroughly disagrees with them, learns how to have a backbone, things like that. And it's a romance between the two. And like a lot of romances, there's guessing if what you're feeling is really love or not. Can you trust a person? Can you not? Things like that. And I thoroughly, really enjoyed this one. So book number 4 in City of Sisterly Love. Now, this last one I am currently reading. So again, today is August 30th. I am currently reading About Last Night by AK Landow. This is the last book, book number 5 in the City of Sisterly Love. I am on page 141, and there are over 300 pages. There are, looks like 319 pages. So I'm close to halfway, not quite there yet, but I'm getting close. I hope to finish this today or tomorrow. I'm starting to pick it up more and more. My reading slump is fading, so I'm hoping to finish this today or tomorrow. And this one we are following, oh crap, what is her name? I just blanked. Melissa. Melissa is the father of the male character in Cass. So it's his mom. We're getting her story and about her being divorced from his father, the type of man she's looking for, how she is suddenly finding that she is very attracted to men who are very assertive in their sexual relationship. Like, this is mine, no one else can touch it. Your lips are mine, your chest is mine, in more sexual language type of a thing. So like touch her and die type of vibes. She's attracted to that. And but again, I mean, that's pretty much all I can say because I'm only 140 pages in, so I haven't learned much. But I do plan on finishing it hopefully this month. And I thoroughly love it. So as of right now, it's sitting at like a 4 star. I think I've given them all a 4 star, if not a 5 star. There are 2 novellas There is one called Quiet Night and one called Love Always, which is Love Always is the prequel to the whole series, which you need to read all 5 books before you read that prequel. I don't know about Quiet Night, where it falls into the series, or if it's like so many years later or something like that. I don't know yet, but I'm going to finish this one. And then where these 2 are novellas, I'm actually hoping to read both of the novellas in September. We'll see. But I'll do the Love Always before I do the other novella, which was Quiet Night. Unless when I open up Quiet Night, I'll kind of look to see if it says read this one before Love Always. I'll see if there's a note from the author from any of that. But yeah, so those are the books I will have completed. So I have completed and hope to complete again about last night this month. So let me know, have you read any of these books? Have you read books from any of these authors? I know they have written several of their works. Let me know if any of these sound intriguing to you that you might want to pick up. Talk to me in the comment section below. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book, and I will talk to you later.